Hey guys, Zach here with the Kennedy Report. It is currently February 9th, 2020, 1 o'clock in the morning. This is the first video we've gotten out in a few days, unfortunately, due to censorship issues and being locked out of both Facebook and YouTube. Um, we're back online now. This is the first opportunity I've had to make a video for you. It is very late. I have been up close to 24 hours now, so please bear with me as I may be a little tired. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this. I have some disturbing video that came out of China today. I'm gonna let you kind of use your own imagination, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. But as always, I'm gonna start out my video with some quick thoughts. One, the numbers that we're seeing on the screen, as always, are not the real numbers. Unfortunately, there is no way in hell only 37,000 people in China are confirmed infected. We are nearing 813 deaths and supposedly 3,000 recovered. Um, yeah, why do I think the numbers a lie? Because I have been watching videos and tons of people coming out of China and watching what the Chinese government is doing, and it's just not true. They have admitted on several live streams that the Chinese government has hosted that they don't even have enough test kits to test everybody for it. I see people on social media talking about how they go to the 4 or 5 hospitals just trying to see a doctor so they can get their case confirmed, and they cannot find anywhere. In order to even be seen at a treatment facility that's being built, you have to have a certificate of quarantine stating that you do have the virus, and even those who do often can't find themselves in a hospital. There's a ton of stuff coming out, and unfortunately, due to the fact that I haven't been able to get any content out for the last 3 days, this all has to be rushed. And this video is not going to be perfect by any means. I'm just going to show you some things. I'm going to talk about some things that are on my mind. I'm going to get this video out, and then tomorrow I'm probably going to put out 2 to 3 videos. Another subject we really need to talk about right now is citizen journalism is under attack in China, in the U.S., and around the world. Especially in China, where these brave people are releasing information and they're getting videos out and content for people to. Fortunately, our mainstream media won't show you. One gentleman, General Chin, he's been putting out videos. He's been going to the cremation centers and counting the vehicles full of the bodies. He's been filming. He's actively defied the government's orders not to talk about it at the great risk to himself. He recently had a video where he said he was going to report the truth until the end, and he was doing an amazing job, and he just straight up disappeared. Right now, he's in a quarantine center. This is the same gentleman a couple days ago who had he was making videos actively, and then he was in his apartment when health authorities showed up saying that they needed to check his temperature and make sure he wasn't infected. He said he wasn't infected and he felt fine. He didn't want them to come into his apartment. He slammed the door on them and tried locking it, and they kicked in the door and they took him. Now, besides that disturbing bit of information, China is also known as the Great Firewall. Okay, they have the Great Wall of China. They have the Great Firewall of China. They can take anything off the internet from there like that. And that's what they've been doing, silencing people. The only reason why we're getting information now again, why this is the magical period, is because unfortunately that doctor who tried back in January or December to get the information out there. He was a whistleblower. He was saying, hey, there's these cases of this coronavirus that's going around that's very similar to SARS, and I'm concerned. He was arrested and had to make a recantment statement. Poor guy spent 3 weeks in critical care. He passed away, died, and he left behind a pregnant wife who's also sick now and several children. Terrible situation. He tried to warn people, and he was silenced back in December. And here we are now in February, right? And we're just now talking about this guy. His message is just now being validated because he had to die. People were calling him crazy, no doubt. I'm dealing with, and I'm not going to even start to compare myself to those people because they're a real risk. I'm here in America. I deal with people at work who are like, man, you're kind of crazy. You know, you think this is what's going on. And it's because, you know what, the reality of the situation is I'm watching videos every day. Okay, I was in the military. I have a dark humor. Um, I have lived on the internet since I was a young child. I have seen horrible things, okay, from cartel videos to just dark shit on the internet. And I'm going to be honest with you. Videos I'm seeing taken from average Chinese citizens, these are just normal people. are disturbing me in ways I've never been disturbed. I'm seeing families dead in apartments. Entire families, children, women, husband. I'm seeing people killing their pets because there's rumors going around about their pets spreading viruses, throwing them out of windows. I'm seeing people being hacked to death for going into towns that were quarantined off because they didn't want to listen to the little barricaded road. So some farmer who's totally scared shitless because the government's not talking about it hacks this person to death. Okay, there are videos of this online, and again, I can't show it to you because we don't want to glorify bloodshed and use that as a someone's death as a way to push this content out. But the fact is it's happening. There's all kinds of stuff happening right now. Again, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm seeing this stuff, and I get what I can out to you where I safely can. If you want to see any of the things I'm talking about, message me on Facebook on the group or on YouTube. I'll send you the links. I'll send you the translations, and I'll see you where I get my information. I go to the people because the Chinese government can't be fucking trusted. Second thing we're going to talk about real quick is this video. I'm going to play this video because this is the big one. This came out of China today. This is right next to one of those fancy new hospitals they built. And they're building them a very large swimming pool right outside of those lovely barred windowed quarantine hospitals. Very deep pit, probably about 60 feet deep. Probably about 200 feet long, a couple hundred feet wide. As you can see, they're actually actively working on it a little bit more on that left-hand side. Right here where my mouse is moving, you can see they're still digging the pit. Look at that amazing Chinese government building a swimming pool for a quarantine. But that's not a fucking swimming pool. I hope you know I'm joking and I'm being sarcastic, and I know my language is foul, and I'm sorry. But clearly they're building a mass grave, okay? That thing is massive. And why might they be building a mass grave right outside of a quarantine center? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because they can't keep dealing with the cremation leaks from all the cremation sites where they're saying up to 264 people are being cremated a day at one facility. Huh. God, I'm going to get you guys that report tomorrow. That was the first video I tried uploading. The guy, one of the citizen journalists who got disappeared, was sitting outside of a cremation center counting the buses coming in with the bodies. He was trying to add it all up. That video got taken down quick. All the body videos coming out of the hospital showing 20, 30 people in body bags. I'm just going to say, I don't think they're going to take people and seal them up in bags if they're just, sick and they're still alive. I don't think they would do that. I could be wrong. This guy, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just pull this over. Borrow someone else's video from YouTube because we're going to get this information out there. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is Chen. Give you a little listen to him.
大家好，我是陈秋实，现在是1月30号中午11点多。今天这个视频可能会录的有点长，有点啰嗦啊，请大家体谅。我之前的视频大多是竖版，大多时间控制在5分钟之内，因为我的目标受众主要是中国大陆人，我并不是很在乎海外人怎么看，因为竖版符合中国大陆的观赏习惯。 5分钟是微信传播的极限，所以我更多的是希望有人帮我把视频下载下来到微信里去传播。以前讲什么法治啊、平等啊、三权分立啊，这次来武汉经历了这么多事儿，现在是我到武汉的第6天。我的名字已经彻底成为敏感词，只要带陈旧实3个字儿，带 CQS， 带我这张脸，在微信上都传播不了。 已经有很多人跟我说，我在武汉的视频只要通过微信传播，连号都会封掉。因为最近在中国微信上的谣言确实很多，所以这条视频你看看就好了。我不建议你往微信上传，因为你传到微信上，你的号就会被炸。我也已经炸了一个微信号，和很多人都失去联系了。今天是30号，我来说一说前2天我的经历哈。刚来武汉那2天，走访了 武汉中心医院大年32那天，后来去了武汉第11医院，去了2次，去了武汉的超市， 去跟志愿者一起去捐赠了一些物资给协和医院，去了火神山工地现场，这是在之前。昨天29号，我先是去了武汉第5人民医院，就是传说中有多少名医生倒下的地方，但是我没有能力说，你不可能我直接问医生，你们有没有同事倒下？医生也很忙，我也不可能采访到医院的领导，医院的领导和医生都不会接受采访的，因为我听到的信息是，武汉所有的医疗人员全部接到通知，不允许接受采访，甚至有的医院是医生手机要上缴，不允许传播信息。现在我们已经知道，最开始抓那8个人好像全都是医生，在他们的医疗工作群当中讨论这个疫情的问题。前2天我不是录了个视频，我说武汉当地的民间组织有点这个一盘散沙，然后很快就过来打我的脸了。一些民间组织已经联系到我了，他们确实有的是开车帮助运送这个医务人员上下班，有的是负责帮忙搬运卸货，因为全国有那么多物资过来，然后他们负责从中国民众不什么品类、什么质依旧是很乱。我说了，我去看了火神山医院的人。
I'm gonna make a copy of this entire video and get it uploaded because it's important to spread his words. This is the guy who got disappeared. And things are getting better. There's a whole series of these. We need to get the truth out there to everybody. Other thing I want to talk about in this video, because I don't want it to be too long. Again, it's late. I'm gonna go to bed soon. There are great concerns coming out of Africa right now because there is over 1 million people living... I'm sorry, there's over 1 million Chinese living in Africa. Many of them returned home and many went back to Africa when everything started going a little south. We have... where is it? It's not... Zimbabwe. Let's pull up the article. That would be much easier, Zach. And boop. Alright, we're definitely not prepared. Africa braces for the coronavirus. The security guard stands outside the Sino-Zambia Friendship Hospital in Zambia. On February 6th, global health authorities are increasingly worried about the coronavirus threat in Africa as healthcare workers on the ground warn they are not ready to handle the outbreak. Saka, Zambia, at a Chinese-run hospital in Zambia, some employees watched as people who recently returned from China showed up with coughs but were not placed in isolation. A doctor tending to those patients has stopped coming to work, and healthcare workers have ordered them not to speak publicly about the new virus that has killed hundreds around the world. The virus has spread through much of China and is yet to be confirmed in Africa, but global health authorities are increasing about the threat to the continent, where an estimated 1 million Chinese now live, as health workers are on the ground warn. So, why is it a concern? Again, and we talked about this in other videos, Africa is mostly the entire continent got poor healthcare infrastructure. They're not going to have a way of accurately getting information out. It's largely populated, and it's a poor part of the world. I mean, I'm not going to be politically correct here. It's just not a very great place, okay? You've got civil wars breaking out all the time. You've got several epidemics occurring at once. You've got the West Nile virus. You've got Ebola. You've got all kinds of MERS, which is similar to this virus, and SARS. All kinds of things happen here, and it can go unreported, and people just die because they don't have a turning to the world. Because this is a warm place, the virus can live longer. It can be kept in poor populations circulating throughout the year, and this could be an ongoing thing for many years. Populations. India is another place that is terrifying that last I checked there wasn't reconfirmed. Oh, we got 3 cases in India confirmed. India is another place that is overpopulated, poor healthcare infrastructure. Some places are good, don't get me wrong. Excuse me. Very late. in general, not a good situation. This is the concern. We have a million people, a million Chinese living in Africa. They return home for the Chinese Lunar New Year to be with their families, and they come back to Africa so they continue working on their gold mines, their hospitals, their everything. I mean, think about it like the New World. A lot of money has flowed in China for like the last 30 years, and a lot of people made a lot of money, and they wanted to take that money and invest it into the developing world because so much can be done. And yeah, it's a major threat. So we don't have confirmed cases in Africa currently that I know of, but let's not cross our fingers that it's not happening. Look out for that, and our health agencies need to be ready to respond to other places other than just America, because in order to contain this thing, it's going to require a global effort. The media is just now catching on to how dangerous the situation is. They're starting to report a little bit more. I'm going to give them credit. I'm not going to say they're total... just say that they're doing better. I'm going to leave it at that. So all in all, things are not looking great. This is one of the places I get a lot of my information from.
把这个单元门给焊住了。
电焊都拿来了，我。
把这个单元门给焊住了。
I go straight to Chinese accounts on Twitter. I get in there, I translate a lot of the things that they're saying so that I can get an idea of what's happening in the video. That's where I found this large pool video, supposedly. But I have to be careful because there is a lot of content that is not filtered out. Just gonna watch some things I haven't seen yet, so if it happens, it happens. We'll try to stop it in time. Yeah, all these guys. The surrounding her, she's not wearing a mask, which is against the law. Face mask patrols are getting more aggressive. I guess I could have just read that. They're just throwing people down to the ground, letting them know, hey, part of the Chinese, you know, you live in Chinese communist country. Construction inside quarantine zone. Ah, here we go. Another great video. Part of the new agency designed to go around Wuhan and other areas and bring people in by force. Person's pinning themselves in the door frame. I skipped through it a little bit. Is this guy's suit ripped? So this guy's suit has ripped, and his front is open as well, so he's been completely exposed during this process. You know, see, it's videos like this that you're not seeing on CNN, but this is coming out of the country, right? Yeah, we got the supplies that have been delivered. Oh, look at this. Guy on the ground. Again, they're going in force, and they're pulling these people out. He's obviously unconscious, so something's going on. Oh, they broke her neck, maybe. Pressing.
一個大型嘅臨時醫院嚟應對今次嘅咁開工10幾日，
So anyway,
建成一個。
whole point of showing you this is just discovery, how I'm going about getting information. Again, I'm translating all of these things. I'm trying to see where they're at, getting geotag locations, etc. You know, and some other things we talked about in the video. We talked about how building these hospitals in the first place was a waste of time. Why don't we convert some arenas and stuff? We've already seen that starting to happen. We're going to show some videos. I'm not trying to be like, aha, I was right, but the point is that they are starting to convert arenas and hospitals to have tens of thousands of beds of capacity, which again, if you had 37,000 confirmed cases, and if you had the situation under control, you wouldn't be scrambling to get every little usable space in. We're talking hundreds of thousands of beds potentially. Granted, Wuhan is a city of 11 million people, but 5 million escaped before the quarantine, so however many million people are left in the city, you're going to need a lot of beds if it's, you know, truly infectious. Let's just see what's going on in this video.
洗澡受不了了，外面下着雨，今天估计不会加班了。肯定赶紧离场，赶紧离场。外面人好多人下着雨排队。
All these guys bundled together, eating in close proximity, all with their face mask off. All it takes is one sick person, and boom, all your construction workers are down. Maybe this is just the nervous person in me. We'll go through it. Okay, I gotta be careful as I scroll up now, though, because I know for sure we accidentally clicked to a different location? We did. Okay. Video people coming home. Kind of a multifaceted news. Doctor died. Again, the video is kind of all over the place. That just because she's not wearing a face mask, they got this little old lady down to the ground. Now they're forcing her into the quarantine. The gentleman being forced into quarantine. Yeah, hospital. Rushing across the border to get out. So this area is the new epicenter we were talking about. As you can see, there are cars packed. Everyone's trying to get out of where they need to. More doors being welded shut in apartment complexes. Nothing new here. We've been seeing that for weeks. More people being carried out of their home. Loaded up into back of trucks. I don't know what kind of fucking propaganda that was, but very tent camp. Okay, so hey guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. We're going to back up to the, oh yeah, see, that's one of those videos we can't show you because it's being hacked to death, and we can't have that on Facebook. Well, thanks Thomas L for the wonderful sources coming out of China. We're going to keep posting some videos. We're going to get some copies of Chin's content because that's what he asked for. He wanted as many people to download them as possible and distribute them so that the truth could come out from citizen journalism. We pray and hope that he is safe from what he isn't silenced permanently or whatever the situation may be. We're going to fulfill his promise. We're going to make as many copies of his video as we can, and we're going to spread it around. Stay tuned for his full videos to be released shortly on this page and on YouTube. Again, thank you everyone for watching. I know it's a very late video and it's probably fairly way longer than I wanted it to be. And as you can see, I'm not even dressed really for this. I didn't do my hair. Half awake, so we're going to end this video while we still can. I just wanted to show you the amazing swimming pool that they were building in China. And I hope you all have a wonderful night. Take care. This is the Kennedy Report. For now, if you don't hear from me tomorrow, I'm probably censored again. Take care.